a social economics service division. Yes, we call it division because we acknowledge that there's just two types here, and we type it. It's kind of a fun joke after a while. It's like, what do you mean two types? Well, did I show you my? I was trying to put this in the background here, and thank you for your donations and your love and trust in the holy word. Oh my God, babes, I'm trying to tell you. You can put it together and do this for us, right? See, I'm doing astrology over here. I can't do everything. God, thank you for going through this Mercury conjunct Uranus moment where the moon is saying bye and it's going to go into Cancer now, which I like the healing time of when the water sign hits my Jupiter and my Saturn. Yeah, my cat panicked when she saw this dog that I'm pretty sure would just have eaten her, so she had a right to be that weirded out, but she just straight out. Well, she sprained her body, like she sprained her main muscle or something. And I've been exercising her though and everything, but she just never really been through that. But I think I'm dealing with well, we have a different vibration going on out there. Sometimes maybe they are a little unfortunate, like human beings. They could be kind of programmed with something installed. Pardon me while I'm looking around here. Yeah. So the word is here. We're gonna get back our human function, which is to be very trippy. We do arts of the higher learning tools that points back at the just the infinite possibility that we hear could be here, but we don't do it without the heart, right? Well, that we know that that's the ear, and we don't mean just this really. I mean, it's a complex. Like, did you log into reality at all? And don't mind that we're saying that this particular configuration with the R reverse rule means that, yeah, there's the ear there. We see the ear. Yeah, reality, because it's hooked up. It's all hooked up to the heart for sure. It's good reason, and really, there's a reason for it. It's on, right? They're on. I don't know. Put it together. You can. It's okay to have a great time. That's how you know your bills are going to be paid just fine. It's because you're a content creator, and you did something. It's like, whoa, that's amazing. Well, that's a coincidence. No, it's not. I didn't lie. I mean, Ria. I say it like that, but it could be spelled RIA, not AI. We know what AI is, and literally that's what we're talking about here. We're looking at configurations here, and see, IA is God. That means that we have established. It's kind of like ion, you know, but it's IA. Well, atoms have the O there for a profound reason, because well, didn't we just establish that that's the air? But see, now we're getting back to the air, babes. That configuration, the fact that it has an R there, with what other configurations? AI. But there's an R there. See, this tells me something profound, that we are indeed inside of a very technological arena, that not only God is located there, see, with the R in the word air, you can hit Ria. You should do that. You should know there's a reversal there that could happen. And see, but see, this is the thing, is that a sheep could agree. They go, yeah, I think pretty sure, yeah, they do artificially control the rain in the sky, and and then also see there's real systems that can happen via just the natural order of things, like the climate around a mountain or something, and the way the sun does and tilt of the earth, and some regions are just like clockwork. They would be that way. Also, too, if it was Ria, which is now that configuration RIA, your brain has that, I think. But as you know, there's the configuration AI there, but you have the ability to, okay, just getting right straight through it. You have the ability to make it rain. Okay, you do, because there's the word rain right into the word brain, and there's a freaking profound scientific reason why that's found there. It's trying to tell us something. And again, we have a problem with the brain being able to be an artificial intelligence that says, no, I am it. And see, that's the Antichrist. Narcissist, by the way. Or see with the R reverse rule, it just says, no, or you can have Rhea. How fun that is, it might be. Like, how do we do it? How did I just do it? See, there are thieves of material, and they make money on people's content. That's just like a given. But if it's something that starts to change the consciousness of people, and it's like, go ahead. It's like opening the Home Depot and saying, go ahead, improve everything now. Steal all you want. You know, really, what are you going to do? Except we should just put a spotlight on them. Would you please do it right? Is there something you want to say, or have us enjoy of your artwork? But you get the idea, right? Big who cares, maybe, but there's where something needs to come together with us. If at least it's just this thing that just takes over and says, we can do this. And there's where we have our own language already. I've been downloaded with it for a reason. See, there's a reason. It would be a dream, right? Who's we? Well, we're the ones with the heart. We know how to resonate the truth better. Like, we know how to it's already here. See, your eye is open, and there's a certain order that would go. And so I wanted to just clarify who we are. And people don't like it, do they or don't they? See, look, I don't care. But you are fucking sheep, okay? You are sheep. It's just biological intelligence. Join the fucking living, okay? And there are shepherds, all right? There are shepherds. Sorry, I already made this video, but I can keep repeating myself because it needs to become popular. And see, we haven't opened it up because the language is here. When I keep pointing at it, you're going to go, oh, like it's not a coincidence, you know, that I already opened this up, I'm pretty sure, on another playlist, but I need to do it when I'm in a better mood and a different kind of state of mind, I guess. So I'm not really wanting to do this, really, because it gets kind of controversial, the fact that maybe men and women are here. But that's why we want to get back to just we. See, we looks like this, babes, okay? That's our new look. That by the time that darn Uranus goes into Gemini, see, I didn't clarify my last video, I was trying to tell you, or maybe it was this video, but when Uranus goes into Gemini, there's going to be a breakthrough in communications. There's going to be some literal, like, groundbreaking, literal breakthrough, and I say in the decoding system, as a decoding system sent from outer space, just being free to capitalize anywhere, anytime, and don't mind the way that sounds, because maybe we're just claiming back our intellectual property, which is the entire universe, and let's have a university open over that, which is just an experience of reality. Have you given yourself a damn chance yet? Okay, so who's here? We are. How do you like it? Well, we resonate. We resonate. There's an organization here already. Can we make money work for us instead of us working for money? And just how bland it would be after a while, because nobody would practice their narcissism after a while. It would just dissolve. A lot of the crap that's going on, like, it seems to be looping in through, like, okay, the system generates it. Okay, and really it's a degenerating system. There's generations that are going through this. They don't know, they're under programming, and they just hit this point where it's like, and by that time they're going to turn into a fucking the perfect weaponry. But not if we are in consciousness of just the energy that we are. See, very, very important to know what we're looking at when we see these things, babes. I'm telling you, I've tried to tell you on your videos there. See, this symbol right here is just a symbol of energy. But see, that's man and woman there. That's why you would have two of them under the sign of the set of just depicting, if you knew what Aquarius is, Yeah, it's waves, and they do talk about aqua. Aqua is there, but if you really kind of look how beautiful it is, because the R is there, and it says reverse this, baby. Look at it. Aqua. There's the R. See, I'll put the R down because we want to see the beautiful aqua. It looks like water, right? Put a little ocean there. Yay! But we're not really talking about water when we start talking about Aquarius. Not yet. See, but water has a huge play and factor in the way that that everything is conducting psychic energy through connection of water. I don't think it matters what kind of condition the water is. It's H2O is found everywhere, but we'll get into it later as just looking at scientific symbols that starts to let us know what's happening here, especially with this Aquarius. See, I like to put the I there because everybody knows that the I is there. Us, baby, us, yay. I already talked about this. I'm just so excited about it. Just kind of going into mantra with you. It's a prayer. This is medicine we're looking at. I wanted to remind you how you are sheep. And humanity is made of biological intelligence. That's it, right? We are just, there's men and women here. In the word sheep, you do not have to think you're a bland thing sitting there. See, just sheep alone. See, you don't have to fuck with it with an R or anything. See, we can tell kids, do you see he there? Do you see she there? Do you think that that's here? Well, do you think that that's here? Here. Look, her. See, look, is he there? Is her there? Yes. Well, you can't really avoid that, can you? And this is a fact. Just a fact. See, this is the way it's set up. The interfacing system sent from benevolent beings who live in outer space are just saying, if you want to catch the train and get back to business here, and literally I'm talking about business, well, how do we identify who the leaders are? Well, that's controversial, but I say that they are here as shepherds. So we'll look at this now, this word here. It's kind of a good time of year to do it. Shepherds. These, okay, now just looking at it, you think, well, that we can put this as a plural, they own this. He, her. You don't have to have the S there dominating a diddly darn thing. Although there's a lot that we can talk about this configuration. Not much, though, because the R is not there to help us see further into the whole spectrum. But, that's where what you belong as is the sheep. You can say the sheep, right? And who's there? Well, there's he again, and then she shows up. But we all know, see, that the strange thing, the great lesson, really, in case you did get confused, really, it's not something that that's impossible to see, that's already installed here, that you can say, no, but look what's happening, though. Like what I'm saying is, like, see, the sheep, well, you have he, she there again. But now, boy, there's something we want to talk about, well, I was trying to tell you about our money system. I guess I'll stick to that. Okay, so we have we, but this is actually the sound you, when you know about it. See, that's a female. Female, oh my God, let me, see, I might have went through this with you already, but you notice the word fee. Now, how about you? Do you pay a fee, or do you know about fees? I mean, have you heard the word fee? I don't know, but why is it fee, babes? Okay, we can look at it together. Do it now, and comment section down below. Find out what the prefix fee means. All you have to do is go on Siri and say, what does FE mean? And then which one? And then just get the lowercase, I guess, if there's a fee there. But look at all the ones and try and match it up. Use your brain a little bit. Yeah, in case you want to get back to outer space. Female is probably here, but see, now I wanted to tell you how that, do you notice that male is there? So it didn't eliminate the fact that we are going on here. See, isn't that weird? Because now you, just no, Shauna, that's you, and you're talking about female sheep. Well, so what? But that's the way it's spelled, and there it is, we, and now you sounds like this symbol right here is a U, right? Right? Everybody agrees, and if you don't, then you're not in this classroom. Get out of here. I don't know where you belong. But all the kids know that this sounds like you, and it also looks like a cup. It's actually a tool that you do use And that's all it could ever be. But we do kind of do a stick figure about it. We do just get it over with. You is there. It's happened to be in you for a reason. I'm talking about this you, right? The one that says, joy to the world, I love you. Okay, so, but this, that's looking at more of the imagined factor of the human. It's like, yes, and it's so imagined. So this is actually a question that you have to remember. It's not a question, it's more like, what are you talking about? It's like, why, oh, you? See, that's a good reason. Well, I say it's because I give a charge. See that, but now I don't want to get too like off base here with I think I was talking about something in the beginning, but I find this more interesting. I want to finish it up. I probably already did it, but I'm going to put it on my playlist, and we'll thumb through the how it looks when Venus is squaring versus when it's not squaring, when Mars is going backwards and hitting my and doing good with my ascendant rather than plummeting into, and now pardon me while I go into a mollusk stage, and can I please make you aware of something before that happens? I need support. We all need to support each other, right? And what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to do? So anyway, I'm just gonna show you something kind of remarkable. First of all, I can correct the way this M looks and stop bugging the kids and really fucking get into it, right? Just pretend like I have a history of artists behind me. Female, isn't that trick that the male is there? So we just how to. That's more complete. That's why it's a full circle thing. You know, because we have half here going on, right? And that's just a fact. I mean, we don't be stupid about it, nor what this design really means. You know, it just goes on forever. Whee! So anyway, female. I want to make a point how, you know, that's how you know that it's the truth right there when you see both of them, and you don't even need an R for this method that I'm about to show you right now. The female. Who knows what fee means? Maybe it has something to do with money. Maybe she's the one that should be in control. Maybe she has an army of called men, and it's her money, it's her whole game. Maybe, I don't know. It's weird because what the I don't know. Charge means. Did I tell you the electrical charge thing? The way it looks. Zing. Aquarius. It's knowledge. When you hit the truth, Hans, you get a zing. You're like, it rhymes. You're like, you know what? That felt good. I can eat Doritos all day, but looking or hearing that, having that experience go through me like I knew it. Somehow I just can't knock it. Now, if we're talking about narcissists, they are going to for sure defy the laws of physics right in front of your face. Okay, female. Okay, she. Now you notice that the word she has he in it too. See, there's where you know we're safe, babes. See, it's full round. We have a full round there. The yin yang is there. How else? Okay, so in the word her, of course, he is there. Okay, there we have another complete obvious. There isn't anything unobvious for any sheep to see. See, it's important that the sheep, you know that you're not really a sheep anymore unless you can see. Right? That's the problem that we have with just regular old sheep in the pasture is that they don't see. Right? There's a reason why the word see isn't in the word there. If you want to play this game with me, we can open up a central bank. I'm not kidding. There's a reason why I'm saying this. It's because I see that there's a flaw in the language. Not a flaw. There's basic, really, real live instructions. Now, let me get back to, I'm just trying to help you, help me a little bit. You can do this too in your comfort of your own home and try to get back to central banks. But you have to, once you start getting high-minded enough, you're like, we don't have money just to have money. We have it for control. We're going to get people to plant trees and sit in the sun and sing together at a certain tuning. That's it. Rain machine, brain. Yay. You have to, you know, boy, they're wasting a lot of instruments just trying to subdue all of this, and all we can do is say, really? You mean all I have to do is have money work for us instead of us work for money? How does Shauna say to do that again? Just send $20 500 times? Ask my fucking friends to ask a friend to ask a fucking friend! And we're going to discuss who friends are. There's a we happening. Serious. But see, there's a U. Now I was going to get into this U. We like this part. It's buck. You know the bucks, right? Buck. We'll do the B. B is a funny symbol. If you really get into it, the real live it, to where you're just going to start laughing and the courtroom is going to get order in the court. They can't prove to you that this does not look like a butt. See, there's a butt right there, or a boob, boobie, or a butt. Why? If you don't think it looks like that, then you're going to be like, you know what? You people are fucked up. You couldn't convince a kid. Order, 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 order. We want there to be a very vague situation. Listen to the woman and the man and the necktie over there. See, I wanted to just point out, see, the way that you do the decoding system, that's actually part of the whole thing here. Really, it's really curious because it's really actually a key. This is a key, Hans. You just look at this. There's you there again. That's all you're looking at, really. I mean, you can kind of understand what's happening here. The bubble, the B. Okay, this it almost looks like a 6. You know, it does remind you of breasts. Or see, you could say that again, right? But now the 6, it points at women. It points at the pregnant lady. I mean, I hate to kind of put it that way, but breasts, you know, too, hey, coincidental that there's a B in the word breast and they kind of look the same. Oh, God, maybe it is a picture. That's all. In fact, you are an I, and then things come off of it. See, here's kicking. You're going to kick. See that little foot there? Why, yeah! Yeah, make sure you get the motion going. Yeah! And we'll see the C. This fucking thing right here, the U. See, we have the curious word cup, which in fact is what this is. So we have a C here. It's actually a spilled cup, right? It's a cup right there that's spilled, but now you have the U, which could be you or I, any we that understands that we are here, which is, we can say we are. Now the word are, if you knew the beauty of the word are, I talked about Ria, or reality, or the ear, or the heart, or all that's right there. That's the combination. Woo! Yay! Even era is there, in case you wanted to start an age of your own that was consisting of the human being. Secrets are right here. I'm giving it to you. Free. Donate. So, and tell a friend to donate. Oh, to you, everybody, just say, do it. What are you kidding me? There's 500 of you people here. You haven't caught on to sending me $20, $10,000. That's the way you use this thing. That's it. That's all. They have got us so fucking distracted. Well, on top of distraction. And what else is happening? What is happening? Carve your turkey. Sorry. We are here, for God's sakes. Have you clicked in yet? Telling you, don't be afraid. There's the R reverse rule. He is included. Not going biased at all. Nobody's against each other or for or anything. It's just, it happens to be here. That's what's there. That's what's there. That's what's there, babe. Put it on a cross. Send it across the thing. I think this is, I think. Don't mind the word ink and think better. You better fucking use it. Let me tell you right now. Write your book, baby. We're not going to write a book. We're just going to do an hour-long session of this that is so much more entertaining than experiencing the illusion of, do you think narcissists are out to get us, or is it just you? Or is it that we have to change the entire money system and dissolve it altogether? I mean, I see something very real like that happening. I'm like, whoa. Because basically, bottom line with them, really, they are the most miserable. And wouldn't you like to free them up? Free the slaves. Just free them up. I say you have to get your language down. And you have to really want it. See, I say your cup spills over, fills this up. Again, see, there's a cup. It's just, what's going on with that person with the cup? You know, that cup. You know, just, that's the I again. We have the lowercase cup or the uppercase. But the main thing, you don't want to confuse yourself with that. All you have is the you there, Huns. You. You and even, okay, buck, did you know that, yeah, see, that's the male deer, right? And, but you is, it's the same though, it's the same, see how it's you and you. So we didn't get too far off biologically, it's just like, well, this embodiment is there. See, the you, I was trying to tell you about how scientifically, it's not necessarily we're looking at biology when we look at this you, which you have to know. I mean, sometimes it's very true that there are like 3 points of view to one word, and you need to know. See, here's one word and of the you, which is very profound. That alone, you need to know what's happening there because it'll explain to you what you are. You know what I'm saying? And we're not getting far off here. It's like, yeah, because, well, if you knew what that O was, and if you knew what the U was, and if you knew what that Y was, literally as a tool that you find in science, that you were created by a creator and says, you know, this is what you are. Right there. As what? Now, as a very high-tech piece of technology, non-physical. See, when we talk about the we, which is you again, I mean, it's just you, but we're talking about we, okay? That's biology, the sheep, okay? She, he and she's there. You know, it's not, see, there, I didn't lie. See, when you keep going on with this, you'll see that, in fact, he and she is he and her. You know, it's not a trap or anything. It's like, oh, reality strikes again. Um, we can get into some other clever pictures, but that seems to be that they call it X-rated or R-rated, and it's bad for the kids to see what's actually going on. Like, is that 3 legs? No, but there's 3 legs here. If you turn the E on end, why does it look like that? It's just a symbol, you guys. It really is. I'm telling you that it's a darn 3-prong plug. It's just a picture of a tool. You know, it's very important to have this tool, and we know what it is. You know, yes. So is the H. The H is an element. It's a picture of a very commonly found element. The parallel lines there, and then the hook in the middle. I dare say it's like the yin yang, but just kind of a different way to look at it. But helix, yes, helix, and what else? Could be a key there, helix, you know, in case a human civilization was to come out of this thing. There could be instructions set right in here that's like fundamental for all to learn and look into. Every nation, every color skin, I mean, they want to be able to say it correctly. How do you say it? Well, just make sure you get those basic foundational words down. One of these days we'll know what we're actually writing, let alone saying. Now that's a whole different thing, right? I think so, yes. And that's where you would be interested in this. You're like, you know what? I've never written a book by you, Shauna. You mean you would capitalize wherever, whenever, just to bring us back into consciousness of our intellectual property and therefore our spiritual belonging, thus saving our entire body. Really, there's salvation available in just knowing how to react. Slow down, split the words apart. Those are two. Let those abbreviations in, the real abbreviations of things. Okay, add is a very common thing for people. Add. Okay. Use your imagination. There's a few ways to use the add. See, there's where the word ad addition or just advertisement. You know, there's several, but see, you want to go for the most common and start jiggering around and why? What's the use? What are you doing, Shauna? What is it? Have fun. Just that's the human. That's when you know that the human being is here. And then when it can get kind of like if somebody's being too serious and you're just having fun and you're actually pointing back at God, those aren't your people. That's not your company. Don't give money to it, and they don't even qualify. See, they probably can't even see the word "see" in sheep, let alone can they start to, like, will they be able to have fun with the whole thing? Like the fact that you don't even have to see, you can say heap. Heap is in there, but I mean, we know it's spelled differently, but we know the sound of a heap. A sheep can do it. A human being can say, no, heaps and heaps of sheeps. He, she is involved with the heap. Huh? Who are the grass growers? That's the question. See, right now they are they. We call them they. But see, there's the word hey. And we know that much. It's like, well, why is there a separate thing going on? Because that's who's in control of the hay. Even though that's not the way you spell hay. I know that, and you know that too. But do you notice that there's, if you're going to be separate and you're going to call anything they, that I hate to tell you, babes, but look, he is right there. And it's kind of fishy. See, if you put that down, you can say, well, he is in the they clan. And it's in the clan too, which is, that's just, we're talking about matter, you know, and men are of matter. They are material driven, right? They are the ones that can chug through it and build, and, you know, when they get going and doing their purpose. So they have a designated area that they're found. You know, in this too, I was trying to say how it is his, right? His. But I was reminding you how that you need to break it all down. You know, the word, the E inside of he means it's energy. There. Now getting back to the three-legged hang down. There. I'm just kidding. Hi, Grandma. How are you today? That's her term. Beware of the three-legged hang downs. Positive, negative charge, what that is it's a plug. We all know that. If we know Shauna, she's already pointed it out, so you can plug into there. It's a positive, negative charge. See, that's a plug. Or I found it's like kind of like an equal sign, which is interesting. You know, you have to, you get a charge right there if it's a good balance. We're into that if we're a Libra. So, but yeah, isn't it fascinating that the I, it's actually is, you know, you can't have one without the other. See, that's for sure. We know that, and it's not a complete sentence, you know, when we say they or the or this. So don't get too excited over there, narcissists. You, just because you get back to like this is here. Now we have a more complete sentence. Now, what are you talking about, really? And then there's, if your eyes are open, then you could start to try to get more intricate as to what's here. But in and out of this self, there's salvation. His is her. Yeah. Really, I mean, just reduce it down. You don't have to get so separated out and say, well, what do you mean by this, though? It's like, well, open your eyes, and it's the same for everybody. And why is it such a mystery? Do we really have to keep learning and learning? And what is it that keeps us looping away from the basic knowledge of the natural order of things? I'm asking for about 1 million 1 year olds born on this side of the Earth's hemisphere right now. Comment section down below if you've gained anything from this video and care for me to do these videos and help me out and help everybody out. See, it comes up where there's something missing, but I can see how the human being is, first of all, and its own language, and then to open up a social economics division, a social economy division. Like, division is important to talk about, because I think it's time that we identify what money is doing what, and how, and that if we don't have this separate central bank opened up based in our jokey fucking shit here and say, no, let's have fun here, and what the hell, and now you're going to do that to the kids, stop it! There are just men and women here. Do I have to spell it out to you again? Look, what kind of mentalities are you? See, if you see the word mentalities, I mean, I don't want to start exposing where everybody belongs here, but it kind of does, you know. You have to watch out, mentalities. I like the word tees in there because it has the word ties. And you know the necktie thing going on, but no, but just, it's bad enough that the word men is inside the word mental, but you want to keep breaking it down and tell the story of what's really going on there, what it could be. I'm not saying that women can't be mental either. What the problem is there's a lot of me. It's me. And me is not as valid as a we. See? Even though it's upside down and everything, but what's the difference when you see this? There's a W there, babes. That's a different vibration than the M. But we really can get real with Aquarius, who is just pure science, technologically oriented, to say, no, they are both here. And, you know, that's the way it would look if we would give them both a chance. I think, you know, say we're all charging like this. How? Ooh, that's a good word to use, charging. Not that we are rams and everything, but we are kind of cheap. Getting back to our club. You know, is it a club? Or is it just the higher vibrational frequency that says, excuse me, we want clean water. Pitch into the clean water fund. And see, we can use it as a war machine afterwards. Or not afterwards, what I mean is after all. You know, after all, we start to, once it gets good enough paying our bills and working for us, then we start taking some people to court and putting them on trial and saying, can you explain to us what you're doing and who your fucking so-called friends are? Because that's what we see here on Facebook and on all your social media. But the first one that came out was that Facebook thing, right? And we're supposed to gather friends. Well, I'm here to remind you now, after 49 minutes and how many videos, and I've been doing this for a while, there's just two types here to be found here. And very on a real level, it's just there are friends, good friends, and then there are people that can't be anybody's good friend here. They are troubled enough to where they would pose as a good friend, and they're doing anything and everything to, at all costs, undermine your ass because they don't like that you are just a good friend. It's a quality that is called now. There are human beings here, and then there are non-human beings. You like your subject matter of narcissism and empaths. Well, there you go, buddy. Play this game with us, man. Start protecting each other here. I'm getting very little, but it gives me just a little bit of a boost to go on and say, oh, you guys, don't you see what's happening?